The Moana neighborhood is getting on board with transit-oriented development. This series of workshops provides opportunities for the community to learn more about TOD, to share ideas, concerns, and actively participate in the TOD planning process.
Transit-oriented development will be absolutely the backbone of an integrated system that will have new spurs later on. We will have options for all of the people here to be able to get to locations at a reasonable amount of time, and in the process of doing that, we will repair, revitalize, and renew the neighborhoods around the transit stations, and that will give us jobs and a future for decades and decades to come.
Thank you everybody for coming tonight. This is already we've gotten a tremendous amount of input, and you can see in the boards that we have in the back, there's been a lot of participation already. And my goal really tonight is to act as a facilitator to what your views are. I think the mayor did a great job about talking about what the fundamentals of transit mean to the city of Honolulu in the long term, and it's really very easy to get hung up on the short term. And what we're talking about today is really taking advantage of transit to its optimal level. The train is just one part of it, and so today we're really going to talk about what are the other elements related to transit that we need to start thinking about in one of the most populated areas in Honolulu, which is the Moana area.
Community members engage with the audience and city officials with their questions and concerns. In small groups, they worked together to identify the important issues and came up with their suggestions.
Diversity of local businesses in the area, as well as perhaps multi-family rental opportunities, so that we have a mixed demographic of young people as well as seniors to add to the beauty of what would be an urban city.
And redevelopment to perhaps higher educational facilities in the neighborhood. This was characterized in part by one headline that reads, "Car-free days made possible by success of TOD and new pathways." Shows some nice new street furniture, multi-level connections for pedestrians and people walking out on the streets and riding their bike in the streets.
We need as many trees as possible, more green spaces for children, families, dog walkings, and just places where people can get away from their high-rise and enjoy. One of our final suggestions was make it more pedestrian-friendly. Create areas that are geared towards pedestrians and not automobiles.
I didn't know TOD existed, so I learned everything. I'm glad to know that TOD exists and that there are these forums to get feedback from the community and to talk about a sustainable, livable community in conjunction with the transit project. Yeah.
We need your involvement. Help us plan your community. Join your neighbors and share your ideas. For information on upcoming workshops in your neighborhood, visit www.honoluludpp.org.